Hey, what is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Hybrid Network, as we're taking another look at Stephen King's terrifying novel, It, dissecting both the book and the original 1990 miniseries to better prepare you for the upcoming movie, set to release in September of this year. Now, I'm sure you're all familiar with Pennywise the Dancing Clown. It is only one of its many forms in the story, although it's considered its favorite form due to its ability to lure children in. We don't actually see it do this to anyone besides Georgie, and a case can kind of be made for Stan Uris, but it's implied that that's the point of the form. After all, who doesn't love a clown? Anyway, I wanted to take the time today to go over the many forms presented within It, mostly because I'm quite curious as to what forms will and will not make it into the final product. There's many factors I think to consider here, obviously the first and foremost being the new time frame for the movie. This isn't the 50s or even the early 60s anymore. Our new iteration of It is taking place in the 80s, or rather the tail end of it, and as such, well, horror icons have changed. To see kids still terrified of the Wolfman or a mummy may not make much sense within the confines of where the movie takes place. The director Andre Muschietti even says in an interview how these two creatures specifically wouldn't show up, so it begs the question of what it can transform into. There are several forms it takes in the book that aren't particularly famous creatures. It appears as drowned children to Stan Uris in the Standpipe, the disembodied voices of several of its victims to Beverly Marsh, flying leeches that kill Patrick Hockstetter, a swarm of piranhas, a giant bird, which may have been inspired by Rodin to some degree, but we'll let that one slide, and a leopard, Eddie Kaspbrak, along with the infamous giant spider, but a lot of its other forms are based somewhat on popular fiction monsters. Now, a few of these they might have access to at Warner Brothers, but perhaps Pennywise won't really be looking to classic horror monsters to scare the children. I don't know if any of these kids would still be scared of the creature from the Black Lagoon, so maybe its forms will stick to being more human-based. It could save the production a good bit by having more practical-looking costume for its many forms, but there's still the question of the 29 Neibolt Street scene in the first trailer. We see Pennywise approaching the kids, the others attempting to snap Eddie out of some trance, and slowly its hand begins to morph, breaking through the fabric of its gloves as dark, clawed fingers burst through. This doesn't look very humanoid, and people will remember this scene from the book as the losers battle with the werewolf on Neibolt Street. It's one of the best scenes, but if Muschietti says there's no werewolf, then what could this even be? Was that simply a lie, or is there something far more surprising to replace that form of It? It can go either way, but I think the most part we'll all have to consider the fact that the forms presented in the new film might take inspiration from outside of the book, or that they'll be more humanoid in appearance if this movie continues to pull from the Fukunaga script from 2014. But what do you guys think? Do you think we'll see movie monsters or popular monsters of any type within this new film, or do you think that we'll be seeing wholly original forms? Let me know in the comments down below, and thanks for watching, everybody. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and stay subscribed to the Hybrid Network to stay up to date on all of our videos as they come out. My name is Luke, and I'll catch you guys next time.